Hi, I'm Kalina, aka Ancient Soul Melodies. I wanted to give a little musical journey update and kind of my backstory around what my music means to me and why I'm so intense about it. For those of you who know me, there's about 10 years of my life that I was not doing anything creative. To be fair, I was taking some music lessons, but coming from a life of taking 15 years of classical piano and studying musical theater for a long period of time, these 10 years, I was intensely feeling like, okay, songwriting has always been my part of my life, singing has always been part of my life, and I want to record and I want to perform and I want to do these things. And so I would feel this really intensely and then I wouldn't do anything about it. I just kind of let that passionate fire kind of die down. And for many years, sharing my truth and expressing myself, even in one-on-one relationships, it felt unsafe. Felt unsafe in my body, even if the other person was totally receptive. It's like there is this perspective of other people and of how they would think of me. So part of that and undervaluing how much music meant to me and singing meant to me, I was interrupting this cycle of creative energy as I was receiving it and just kind of like cutting it off. And so many of you know, or maybe probably don't know, but I had a surgery to remove a cyst from my body a couple of years ago. And with my work as a Reiki master, I'm also a licensed massage therapist, and I understand energy and the energy anatomy. And I've come to understand that the cyst in my body developed because of this blocking of creative energy. And, because it's like creation happens, think of like a plant, right? This plant or this seed is planted and then it comes up out of the soil and it's like cutting it before it can bloom into a tulip or a rose. It's literally cutting off creative energy, life force energy. And, in my case, cutting off that idea, not putting it out into the world, the energy had to go somewhere. So that's kind of what happened there for me. And so the reason for my intensity around music is that music is healing me. Music is this, having come out of this surgery and this intense time where I had to reckon with years of not creating, every song that I write, it's recovering a piece of my soul from trauma and from self-abandonment. And so, yeah, I'm going to be intense about music. And of course, the fear around sharing my voice, I think that I'm not alone in continuing to feel that. I think that as this process continues with music, it will continue to come up and it will continue to soften. And also I will continue to show up regardless of what anyone thinks of the music or whether it's any good or not, because it's not about that. I mean, it is in many ways, but for me, my music, it heals me on every lyric, every song. And it's this process of really recovering these pieces of my soul that I might have left in the past from years of not acting on this creative spirit, which is also life force energy. So with that being said, I'm about to release my first single. And I'm also writing and recording my debut album, so definitely look out for all of that. It's going to be displayed in some form on my channel. And thanks for your time if you watched up to this point. Really grateful.